All right. In the meantime, new this morning, Kyle, you've got an update for us from Ken Shannon of Quincy.
Yeah.
He's a man that we talked to last week. You may remember the stories. The last time we talked to him, he was stranded in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and Hurricane Melissa was barreling toward him.
Yeah, he went there on vacation with his family, expecting to come home just before that hurricane hit.
Yeah, in addition to that, when I was speaking to him alongside meteorologist Nico Sanchez, the day the storm made landfall, just hours, mind you. Last Tuesday, I also noticed the storm began to make a northward jog towards this neck of the woods, and I actually spoke to him during the interview. I told him, the eye is coming your way. Make sure you are seeking shelter as the storm hits.
So you and Nico were actually talking to him while he was in Jamaica as this storm was coming toward him, trying to give him a little insight on what was going on.
Yeah, because we were not sure if he had lost power yet and everything. So fortunately, he did have power through much of the storm, but at times power did go out. Here's the latest from his recollection of the event.
It lasted roughly 11 hours of just complete wind blowing, winds up high speed.
Days before Melissa hit, airlines in Jamaica began delaying and even canceling their departing flights.
They already had pushed our flight back a couple of days before, and I didn't think that was realistic getting out that Thursday.
Hurricane Melissa strengthened and went on to tie the 1935 Labor Day hurricane as the strongest Atlantic landfalling hurricane ever.
People screaming, hollering, the alarms going off. When they say it sounds like you're by a freight train, it's exactly what it sounds like.
In the few hours that Hurricane Melissa moved over Ken's location in Montego Bay on the 28th, he recalls doing everything he could to put as many things as possible between him and his family and the elements.
We actually threw the dresser, the bed, the mattress, everything we had against the balcony door. The balcony door didn't shatter, it just blew in.
Then, for a short time, conditions eerily became calm. The eye had moved in.
We came out of our rooms, kind of assessed the damage, and roughly the eye come back about 30 to 40 minutes later. We were back in our rooms after the eye.
While no one died at the resort Ken and his family stayed at, there were injuries, some serious.
They were carrying a guy because he had, I'm assuming he walked on glass, his feet were bloody, and another guy had lost 3 of his fingers because he said he tried to catch the door as it was being suctioned.
Following the storm, food and water shortages became an issue, but with heavy destruction and a damaged airport nearby, an immediate way back to the States was not possible.
We were forced out of the resort to another resort in Ochos Rios, which is a sister resort, which we found transportation there.
After several days of reeling from Hurricane Melissa's aftermath, Ken and his family were finally brought back to the United States this past Sunday night.
Definitely a sense of relief. Finally got some good rest and a little sense of normalcy.
A family happy to be back in the Tri-States and lucky to be alive. In Quincy, I'm meteorologist Kyle Eck, WGEM News.